My name is Brian Gosser. I was a pitcher for the baseball team from 2008 2012, which was my year of graduation, 2012. My senior year, going in, I kind of had two ideas. One was to play golf, one was to play baseball. And after golf season, I was dead set on playing golf, actually. But then baseball season came around, and I knew it had to be baseball at that point. And I remember Coach Mann, who was here at the time, did come to one of my games, and I got to talk with him a little bit afterwards. So I was being recruited from that standpoint. I know Coach Deegan had seen me pitch, I think, at a regional game in high school as well. But I knew some alumni that had come here, and that was one of the biggest reasons I decided to come here and play. I heard nothing but great things about the campus, about the program, obviously, the history there. So that was something special that I wanted to be a part of. So it's obviously very special. Like I had mentioned, I've heard all the things you wanted to hear about a baseball program, and I was just hoping I could come in and make some kind of impact on that and really be a part of that and just get to share it with all the teammates I got to play with and the coaching staffs that I had the privilege of learning from. So, overall was incredible. Just, and to have the kind of success that we had on top of all that was amazing, and just a fun journey to have. Obviously, it's pretty easy to pick out the biggest high, and that's obviously the back-to-back championships we won in 2011, 2012. I mean, nothing tops that. That's something special that we all get to share forever. As far as the lows go, we had, there was every season there was some kind of turmoil within the team. That, whether it was, a little bit of trouble here and there, getting caught doing something, like it was never anything that bad, but we definitely had to kind of push through some things as a team and just get past it. And, it's not something you want to experience, but, with every good thing that happened, there's going to be some bad things that you have to work through. And, a couple of the spring trips we went on, there were some incidences, and I'm not going to get into a ton of details, but teams go through ups and downs. That's how it is. Nothing's going to be perfect all year round. So, but no, we all were able to come together and kind of handle that and move past it. There's definitely a ton of games that stand out in a positive light. Anytime our games against Heidelberg were always, kind of had a spotlight on them, it seemed. That was the biggest in-conference one. And then, Worcester, when it came to the regionals early on, was always, another team that we were just going after. But, there's definitely a game that sticks out, and it was the World Series game my junior year that I had pitched and started, and I hit around a little bit. And that was, I had a lot of success that year, and experiencing that was a very, very humbling experience for me. But we lost the first game, but we came back and won big the second game, and that's what teams do. They pick you up, and that's what teamwork's all about, and the team camaraderie. So I was not worried whatsoever, about losing, because I knew the kind of team we had, and I knew how we could respond. So I had two pitching coaches while I was here, and the biggest thing I think I learned from them was putting together a routine, whatever it was, but just having, getting into a routine and doing it every day. We're big about structure here in our practices and really everything we do, and I think that kind of starts with Coach Brewer and putting that in place early on, and I think that's leading into him, that's one of the biggest things he's taught me is, attention to detail, be disciplined in what you do, and do things with a purpose, and I think a lot of the guys all really bought into that, and I think that was a big part of the success we had, is that everyone bought into the same idea of, doing things the right way, paying attention to detail, and that led to good things. Obviously the thank yous are endless, but it starts with the coaching staff, all the teammates I was able to play with, my parents, obviously. But I think one thing I want to point out, in I guess for this is to stand out, is the community, because the support the community showed throughout 4 years, I've never seen anything like it. You can tell baseball runs deep here. Playing home games in front of a packed crowd was kind of unbelievable. You wouldn't see that anywhere else we went. And so I want to shout out the community in a big way. The support that they showed the team and continue showing teams that are playing is unbelievable. And it's very much appreciated by all the players, I can assure.